Today in Talking Tech, don't feel helpless when your computer goes kaput. It's one of the worst case scenarios. Your computer will shut down, not reboot. Could happen for a whole bunch of different reasons, but you know what it's called? The blue screen of death, or the BSOD, and it is a shame. But it's not the end. Eric Julier from Geek Choice is here to tell us not to fear. It's okay. You can get out of this whole little blue screen situation.
You absolutely can.
What is the infamous blue screen of death?
Basically, it's an operating system failure with Windows, and it'll just bring you back to that default page.
And it's a lovely page, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
I've been there before. Actually, if we could take the full screen again, I want to show you. Now, there's this thing. All right, a fatal exception has occurred at a whole bunch of numbers. And it makes no sense to me. It might not make any sense to you at first glance. What can we do with those numbers to make sense of it all?
Well, basically, the three easiest ways to correct this situation would be going to the last best known configuration of your computer. You can also check the hard drives to make sure your hard drives did not crash. And your other way would be able to completely redo Windows.
Now, one thing I've noticed, and it seems there's so many computers out there, if you're having a problem, chances are someone else has had that exact problem. That error code, throw it into Google. Because someone else might be talking about that error code. Like, hey, why isn't this working? Oh, well, it's that piece of software from AOL keeps crashing. That's the whole problem. So that's what the error code means. We know how to fix it ourselves. How do we know if it's a hard drive error? How do we know the difference?
If it's a hard drive error, you're not going to be able to fix it. If it's a software error, you should be able to go back to last known configuration, and it should be all set.
It literally just won't go. I actually have my hard drive here at the station crash not too long ago, and it literally says cannot find disk. When you see cannot find disk, oh no, you better hope that you backed up your stuff. And the other thing about backing up, just make sure that you know which hard drive it is. You might have more one hard drive when you open up the case.
Correct.
There you go. So now we know. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. And if you want more information, if that hard drive or computer goes kaput, you see that blue screen of death, do not fear. FoxProvidence.com has information as well as information on Geek Choice.